So we know the meaning of variable in mathematics or physics. If any quantity varies, changes in its magnitude, or if we consider a vector, if direction also changes, then it is called as a variable. But in this case, the meaning is somewhat different. When any system is in equilibrium, then it is described by using some properties of the system like pressure, volume, temperature, etc. These are called this quantity which are observable, which are measurable when the system is in equilibrium. Means they are remaining constant. Equilibrium means they are remaining constant. Then they are measured and they are called as a state variable. So definition of state variable is given like this. So please add this part. It is not given in our notes. So we will give the definition of state variable, then its example, etc. 2-3 पॉइंट आपल्याला त्याच्यामध्ये द्यायचे आहेत. So definition is like this. State variable is any measurable or observable characteristic or the property of thermodynamic system. When it is in equilibrium, when the system is in equilibrium. So any measurable characteristics, therefore they are also called as a property of the system. It is also termed as the property of the system. So this is the first point definition. Second point, therefore state variable is also called property of the system. Property of the system. Example. Pressure P, volume V, temperature T, mass capital M, and density rho R. The state variable. State variables. These quantities are measured when we know the meaning of thermodynamic system. A system which consists of very large number of atoms or molecules or particles, and therefore the quantity is macroscopic. So these quantities are also, these variables are also called as a macroscopic properties. So this is the another meaning. They are also called as these measurable properties are also called as the macroscopic variable of the system. Macroscopic. Next point. These variables, means state variables, are also called as macroscopic macroscopic variables. Now, when we describe the gaseous system, we consider the amount of gas in mole. So we know that 1 mole consists of number of molecules equal to 6.023 into 10 into 23. But we cannot count exactly the number of molecules. Suppose we consider half mole, then approximately we can say that the number of molecules is equal to half of the Avogadro number. But we cannot measure 1, 2, 3, 4, etc. exactly. So this number of molecules is not a measurable, not a observable quantity like this. We can measure the volume either in liter or in meter cube. We can measure pressure, etc. We can measure temperature by keeping the thermometer in contact like this. But we cannot measure the number of molecules, etc. So we cannot measure the internal energy directly. We have to measure the temperature and then we will give the internal energy of the system, etc. And therefore, these are only the measurable quantity: pressure, volume, temperature, mass, density, etc. Now, in case of chemical system, the concentration of the solution is also important factor. But when the two solutions react, then their concentration may change. So they are not fixed quantity. So this thermal equilibrium is important when the system is in equilibrium like this. So all these quantities are measured when the system is in equilibrium. Now there are two types of these state variable. One is the intensive and other is the extensive variable. So this part is not given in our notes. Please add. Add to notes. Now let us see the types of the state variables. So there are two types of variable. One is a intensive and other is a extensive. Intensive variable and extensive variable. Extensive variable. The main difference between them is this. The intensive variable do not depend upon size of the system. Intensive variables do not depend on size of the system. Size of the system on this side. Extensive variable depends upon size. Depends on size of the system. Size of the system. Second point. If the system is divided equally into two parts or two compartments of equal volume, or each having half volume, then pressure, temperature, density remains same, even though size becomes half, size of the system becomes half. So these variables are called as pressure, temperature, density remains same. So they are called as a intensive variable. Now on this side, same. If the system is divided into two halves equally, then mass becomes m by 2. Mass becomes m by 2. Volume becomes v by 2. Volume becomes v by 2. Therefore, mass and volume are extensive variables. Extensive variable. In this case, this quantity remain constant. Therefore, pressure, temperature, density are intensive variables. Intensive variable. So this is the difference between two. When we divide the system into the two parts, so if we consider the process of diffusion, then the gas from one compartment flows into the another compartment. So there may be a change in mass. So in that case, mass is this extensive variable. So intensive and extensive variable has two meanings. So these variables are used to describe the state of the thermodynamical system, and therefore let us see this, what is meant by thermodynamic equilibrium and how it is represented by equation like this. So let us see this next article, what is meant by thermodynamical equilibrium. So already we know this meaning. Thermal equilibrium and thermodynamical equilibrium are two different equilibria. Thermal equilibrium is a part. It is necessary for thermodynamic equilibrium because why? A system is said to be in thermodynamic equilibrium if it is simultaneously in thermal equilibrium, chemical equilibrium and mechanical equilibrium. हे तिघे equilibrium simultaneously exist व्हायला पाहिजे. And therefore thermal equilibrium is the necessary condition for thermodynamical equilibrium. So the meaning of thermodynamic equilibrium is like this. You can say the definition. A system is said to be in thermodynamic equilibrium when it is simultaneously satisfying the condition of mechanical equilibrium thermal equilibrium and chemical equilibrium. These are the meaning of thermodynamical equilibrium. So these three equilibrium we will see separately. So we already know the meaning of mechanical equilibrium. A system is in mechanical equilibrium if there is no unbalanced force. रोटेशनल आणि ट्रान्सलेशनल इक्विलिब्रियम दोघे आपल्याला कन्सिडर करायला लागतात त्याच्यामध्ये. नो अनबॅलन्स फोर्स, नो अनबॅलन्स टॉर्क इज ॲक्टिंग ऑन द सिस्टम, देन इट इज इन मेकॅनिकल इक्विलिब्रियम. So the idea of mechanical equilibrium is like this. First, E. Mechanical equilibrium. So a system is said to be in mechanical equilibrium when there is no unbalanced force acting within the system and between the system and its surrounding. A system is said to be in mechanical equilibrium when there is no unbalanced force or torque acting within the system and its surrounding. So this is meaning of thermal equilibrium. This is the first point. Second point, for gaseous system, pressure is given by force upon area. Pressure is the remaining constant. This is called as mechanical equilibrium. Then the second type is chemical equilibrium. So chemical equilibrium means the chemical composition are remaining same. It means that there is no reaction taking place within the system, because in reaction there may be a change in the chemical composition. So the main condition is this. Second type, B. Chemical equilibrium. So you give the meaning like this. First point, a system is said to be in chemical equilibrium when there is no change in chemical composition. Chemical composition is the remaining same. When chemical composition is remaining same and do not change with time. आणि मग केमिकल कॉम्पोजिशन जर कॉन्स्टंट पाहिजे असेल तर दुसरी कंडिशन काय देते मग, दॅट इज देर इज नो केमिकल रिएक्शन. There is no chemical reactions taking place within the system. Because if there is any chemical reaction, then chemical composition will change. One more point. Now, in some case, the chemical composition may not be changing, but there is a exchange of matter from one part to another part, like the process of diffusion. So there is no transfer of matter. Third one. There is no transfer of matter from one part of the system to another part. So chemical composition is remaining same. This is the main condition, and therefore these are again next conditions. Thermal equilibrium we already know. If all the system and surrounding different part of the system are at same temperature, then it is called as the thermal equilibrium. The temperature of the system should be uniform throughout and it should not change with time. So the third type is thermal equilibrium. We have already seen this. Zeroth law of thermodynamics is a consequence of this thermal equilibrium. So we have given this idea when temperature of the system is uniform, is remaining constant. Uniform means constant. Is remaining constant and no change in temperature with time. No change in temperature with time. Then the system is said to be in thermal equilibrium. So temperature of the system is equal to temperature of the environment. This is also one more condition. Temperature of the system is equal to that of the surrounding, then the system is said to be in thermal equilibrium, like this. So when these three equilibrium exist simultaneously, so these are the conditions. The system must be in mechanical equilibrium, chemical equilibrium and thermal equilibrium. Then and then the system is said to be in thermodynamical equilibrium. So these three equilibria must be existing simultaneously. So the next article is 4.62 thermodynamic state variable and equation of state. So we already know the meaning of state variable. The measurable or observable characteristics or properties of the system in equilibrium. That condition is important, equilibrium. If the system is not equilibrium, then we cannot give the relationship between these state variable. So equation of state, the meaning of equation of state is very simple. It is a mathematical relationship between the state variable, and in the definition of state variable we have given the condition that system is in equilibrium. So when the system is in equilibrium, then the mathematical relation between its state variable is called as equation of state. This is the simple meaning. So the meaning of equation of state is like this one. Equation of state. Equation of state. Definition. The mathematical relationship between state variables, the state variables of a system in equilibrium. Example: PV is equal to nRT is the equation of state called ideal gas equation, where P is a pressure, V is equal to volume, N is equal to number of moles of gas, T is a temperature, and R is a universal gas constant. Universal gas constant. So this is called as the equation of state. PV is equal to nRT. For example, if we consider a cylinder in which the gas is filled with a piston. Now this piston is say non-movable piston. So its pressure is P1, its volume is V1, and its temperature is T1. Like this. Number of moles is N1. So all these quantities are remaining same. There is no change in volume. No heat is supplied. So no change in temperature. The gas is airtight. The piston is airtight. Therefore no change in the matter. So all these variables are constant. Then it is called as a gaseous system in equilibrium, and it is represented by this type of equation. Now, if we consider the system in non-equilibrium condition, then we cannot relate this. If the system is not in thermodynamical equilibrium, it cannot be described by the relationship between the state variables. So another part is this: if the system is not in thermodynamic equilibrium, not in thermodynamic equilibrium. If the system is not in thermodynamical equilibrium, it cannot be described by equation of state. A simple example you can use like this. Example: when the tire of a vehicle get punctured, then air in it suddenly, this is a sudden expansion, suddenly expand. The air in it suddenly expand to the atmosphere. Therefore, there is a change in volume and pressure of air, of enclosed air. Therefore, system is not in equilibrium. Simultaneously, there are two variable changing pressure and volume like this. So this type of system cannot be described by the equation. This can be described by the equation. So P1 V1. So equation of state is for this system. Equation of state is P1 V1 is equal to N1 R T1. R is a constant like this. Now, if the gas is heated, then there may be a change. So, this change in the variable can be represented graphically. So, that graphical representation that now we have to see. Now, let us see the meaning of PV diagram and use of PV diagram. So, in mechanics, we have seen variety of diagram, XT diagram, position time diagram, velocity time diagram, acceleration time diagram. So graph can be plotted on these different types of diagram. They may be straight line, they may be curve. It depends upon the change in the situation. So this thermodynamical system is mathematically represented by the equation called as the equation of state PV is equal to nRT, or it is represented graphically. So that PV is equal to nRT is a mathematical representation of the thermodynamical system, and PV diagram is a graphical representation of the thermodynamical system. So meaning of the PV diagram is very simple. The graphical representation of equation of state of a system the graphical representation of equation of state of a thermodynamical system is called a PV diagram, or it is also called as a indicator diagram. It is also called as a PV curve. बरेच नाव देतात त्याला. लक्षात example. The equation of state is PV is equal to nRT. PV is equal to nRT. Suppose the temperature of the gas is remaining constant. So there is a change in pressure and volume. Actually, this is nothing but Boyle's law. When temperature T is remaining constant and pressure is variable, then V also changes, volume V also changes. V also changes. So as the pressure P increases, then volume V decreases and vice versa. So the graph is like this. It is a PV diagram. So on y-axis we are plotting the value of the pressure, and this is a volume. So pressure is in Newton per meter square, or it may be measured in Pascal. So the nature of the graph is like this. As pressure increases, volume decreases and vice versa. So this is the initial state when the pressure of the gas is P1, corresponding volume is V1. So this is pressure P1, this is volume V1. Suppose the system goes to the final state where the pressure is P2 and volume is V2. So this volume is V2 and this corresponding pressure is P2. So equation of state at A is P1 V1 is equal to nRT. Equation of state at B is P2 is equal to nRT. Since temperature T is remaining constant, therefore the PV curve is called, temperature is remaining constant, therefore it is called as a isotherm. Temperature is same and therefore it is called as isotherm. अशा number of isotherm आपण करू शकतो at temperature T, at temperature T dash, at temperature T double dash, etc. So number of isotherm can be plotted on the same diagram. So temperature T is remaining constant. So this type of curve is called as isotherm, like this. So like this we can plot so many graphs like this. Now when there is a change in volume, we know that there is a work done. During volume expansion, the work done is positive. During volume compression, the work done is negative. So that work done positive or negative, it is also represented, it is indicated by the PV diagram, therefore it is also called as a indicator diagram. So now let us see the use of indicator diagram, use of PV diagram when the work done is positive, when the work done is negative, and how it is calculated. नुसतं आपल्याला पॉझिटिव्ह निगेटिव्ह द्यायचं नाही, आपल्याला ते कॅल्क्युलेट कसं करतात ते पण बघायचं आहे. ते लक्षात. Now we already know the expression for the work done during the volume change. So we will give that result directly. Suppose this is the cylinder. Filled with a gas, and this is the initial position of the piston. So the gas pushes the piston in the upward direction to the new position, like this. So this is initial position of the piston. This is final position. So piston moves upward. Motion of the piston upward. Motion of the piston is upward. So when gas pushes the piston outward, then volume of the gas increases from V1 is equal to Vi initial volume to V2 is equal to Vf, and therefore W is equal to work done during the volume change at constant pressure P. Therefore this work done is obtained by integration of dW from initial volume V1 to final volume V2, and we have derived this equation. Work done is equal to force multiplied by displacement. So this is the displacement, this is the force F exerted. So this is initial volume Vy, final volume Vf, and we know that pressure is equal to force upon area. So this force is equal to pressure multiplied by area into dx. So this A is the area of the piston, A is also the area of cross section of the cylinder from initial volume Vi to final volume Vf. So this is equal to integration of P into dV. This A into dx is equal to dV. dV is equal to A multiplied by dx is equal to small change in volume of the gas. Volume of the gas, like this. And therefore, work done W is equal to P integration of dV from Vi to Vf. So this is equal to P into V, Vi plus Vf. So this is equal to P multiplied by Vf minus Vi. So this is the equation for the work done. Expression for the work done is like this. Now we already know that when Vf is greater than Vi, volume expansion, work done is positive. First, PV diagram. PV diagram for volume expansion. Volume expansion, that is Vf greater than Vi. So the diagram will be like this. The initial state is 1 and final state is 2. So here the pressure is P1. This is the PV diagram. The corresponding volume is V1. Then in this second state the pressure is P2 and the volume is the V2. So volume increases from V1 to V2. Therefore this arrow is important. The system is going the change from V1 to V2. Therefore this arrow must be like this. So in this case, this is the case of volume expansion. Vf is greater than Vi. Equation 1. As Vf is greater than Vi, therefore work done W is a positive, and this work done is represented by area under the PV curve. So this is the area. So this area represents the work done. Area represents the work done during the volume change. Represent the work done during volume change. So in this case, this work done is positive. Now we will consider one more diagram, that is the volume compression. Second case, PV diagram for volume compression. For volume compression. So volume compression means final volume is less than initial volume Vi. So the diagram will be like this. Pressure P, volume V, initial state is now 1, final state is 2. final state is 2. For example, so system goes the changes from 1 to 2. So this is initial volume V1, initial pressure P1, final pressure P2, final volume V2, initial volume V1. So in this case, the system goes from 1 to 2. Arrow is like this. So this is initial state, final state. One means one represent initial state, initial state P1 V1, final state P2 V2. This is initial state, P1 V1, final state P2 V2, like this. So in this case again, this area represents the work done, area under the curve, under the PV curve is equal to work done. Since VF is less than VI, therefore this equation capital A gives work done W is negative. Work done W is negative. So work done is positive, work done is negative. Arrow महत्वाचा है. Volume expansion, work done is positive. Volume compression, work done is negative. So work is positive during volume expansion. During volume expansion, and work is negative during volume compression. During volume compression. So these results we have already verified, but they are also shown on PV diagram. So area on the PV diagram under the curve gives this. So volume expansion work done is positive. The example is this: when the milk is boiled, it expands and does the work on the surrounding. This is the positive work done by the milk on the surrounding. So example: when milk is boiled, its volume increases, means volume expansion. Its volume increases, and therefore work is done. Work is done by milk, by gas on piston on surrounding, and W is positive. Work done by the system is always positive, and work done on the system is negative. आपण हे एक्झाम्पल घेतलं तरी चालेल, हे एक्झाम्पल घेतलं तरी चालेल. आता याचं एक्झाम्पल when a spring is compressed, these are simple examples. When the spring is compressed, its volume decreases and work is done on the system. System means spring, and therefore work is negative, volume decrease, work is negative during volume compression. During volume compression. So spring is compressed, work done is negative. So these are the PV diagram for volume expansion. These are the PV diagram for volume compression. Work done is negative, work done is positive. This type of changes we can consider. Now in this case, there is a change in pressure P1 to P2, P1 to P2, etc. But we can also perform the process of volume expansion by keeping the pressure constant also. So that is called as the isobaric process. So in that case, how much work is done and how it is calculated, that we have to see. So that part we will see next time. So next time we will see that case. In this case, pressure is variable, volume is variable. Now in the third case, we are keeping the pressure constant, but there is a change in volume only. So at constant pressure, we are going to increase or decrease the volume. What is the work done? The principle will be same. Volume expansion work done is positive, volume compression work done is negative. But how it is calculated? That calculation of work done will also be same. Okay, we will see that in the next part.